Hi, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to another 124 My Team video. And today we got the Australian Grand Prix. But as per usual, before we do that, I just need to sort a few bits and pieces out to do with R&D and crap like that. At the moment, we are still at the bottom of the leaderboard in all aspects of this game. But I'm hoping that eventually we can start building our way up to being not bottom, basically. And yeah, it's not looking good. It's really not looking good. We've still got a while to go for this. So if I press square, it's telling me to do rear, just go whatever that says. It's all going to happen by after the Australian Grand Prix. So we're still going to be bottom of the leaderboard, which really sucks. There's nothing that will see us into it now. It's just nothing. That kind of sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, I was hoping for some. We've got a few upgrades that came through, but you know, nothing in particular at the moment. We've got rear downforce and we've got chassis. The weight distribution starts happening. But as you can see, we are bottom of the leaderboard. Swallow that. Finished 19th and 20th respectively. Which I mean, at least we didn't come last. That's the main thing. But I am expecting us to not do well again. Like I say, for the time being, I can see us being bottom of the leaderboard for a while. Let's be honest, because you know we've got a slow car, which sucks, and we do have some driver acclaim that goes up, which is always a good sign. Thank you very much. Whatever. So we need to get to level 5. Okay. I'm not even going to bother putting on any of my sponsors because I'm literally just doing the intro to this video. Then I'm about to watch the Champions League final. So yeah, there's no point in putting sponsors on because they won't stay on when I close down the game after this recording. So
you're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media.
Oh, sooner or later you'll get asked to be put into a rivalry, which I think this could be it. And it's got to be Kevin Magnussen. There's no chance at the moment I'm going to be beating Daniel Ricciardo at this stage of the season. So, Kevin Magnussen, you are our rival, my friend. And that will do it for this. Okay, so nothing's come through. We can't do anything. We're kind of screwed. We're in the mud. And we're going to be further behind as well. This is going to be a tough old season. But drop a like of it on there. Drop the video a like if you do enjoy it. And if you want to as well, you can subscribe. It's completely up to you guys. It's free. And if you want to change your mind afterwards, then you so can. Still got no new badges or anything unlocked. So at the time being, I'm going to set this one. But until we get like the T logo, then I'll go for that because then it's as close to. Yeah, I'll be honest. I've recorded this one laying down in bed. I am hoping that the T logo will come back soon as well because then it'll just match up to the Talus logos, obviously, for the content creative team that I'm in. Something I want to do for them. But until then, yeah, we can't do anything. So I'm gonna do some practice either now or later. And I'll see you in qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix. Hopefully we can do okay.
And a warm welcome everybody, we're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
So there we go then, our first run in Q1 for qualifying. And as per usual, I always do the first run on medium tyres just to get that baseline as Hamilton sets the fastest laps so far with a 1:17.4, I think that was. The setup feels really good at the moment. I think I did this race like early in the morning, so I was still like half asleep. I wanted to get another video done, ready.
because it's currently Sunday, and this is going up on a Wednesday. But as we come across the line, actually, we do set a very okay time as we go ahead of the two RBs. Of course, as you can see now, we are currently in 20th place. As we had an okay second run here. Like I say, the car felt very, very stable. Like, there are definitely some pros to this new handling model. There's a lot of cons, but there's a lot of pros to it as well. I'm still getting used to it. I'm still trying to figure out what the limit is for all of the the turning stuff. But anyway, as we come around the penultimate corner, I didn't really hit the apex there too well. And this, I was like very hesitant to get on the throttle, but nevertheless, on the power, can we get ourselves into Q2? And it is 16th place. And at this point, I was like, I don't think we've made it. I think we've got knocked out. So, looking at the timing sheets, I can confirm that we have just gotten into Q2 for the first time this season. We have, on paper, the worst car, but yet we're in Q2. It was absolutely brilliant. So, I was then thinking, you know what, this should be fine. We should be okay. We'll qualify towards the back of the... we'll qualify at the lower end of the field for Q2. But we had a decent run, actually, on some old softs. It felt really, really good. Then going on to the final run, I did not improve a lot, I'll be honest. I made way too many mistakes. I was pushing way too much. I was getting distracted by my phone as well, lighting up to the side because I was in like a message call thing. But nevertheless, going around the final couple of corners now, we're gaining a little bit of time in sector 3. In fact, we're getting quite a bit of time. I think probably another couple of tenths we could have gotten throughout the whole lap. But we're coming across the line, and we are going to qualify in P13, which for the car that we have at this stage of the season and this stage of the career mode is actually really, really respectable. So I'm very, very happy with that. As you can see, we do qualify ahead of one of the Alfa Romeos and one of the Alpines and, of course, the Williams. But that's going to be qualifying done and dusted. It's time to get into the race, and let's see if we can improve on P13. Let's do this.
You can hear the Australian fans roaring as they line the track here in Albert Park. Welcome to Melbourne, and the roar from the crowd can only mean one thing. It's race day. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. It's a combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners, making it a very tricky track when it comes to overtaking. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Bottas, Stroll, Albon, the Professor, Joe, Ocon, Sargent, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Magnussen, Sonoda, Ricciardo, and Jack Doohan. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. So I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about this afternoon, and who's going to talk about it with us? None other than Naomi Schiff. Hi, Naomi. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. That they're doing what the team require.
Absolutely. We're certainly seeing a driver that feels a lot more comfortable and confident within the team. And that comes from that stability and being settled into what we can now see as a clear role within the team. It's so important for a driver to know where they stand, because sometimes when you don't know exactly where you stand, you can easily overdrive or even put too much pressure on yourself. So I think they'll be able to focus on the smaller details during the race today.
So then the question is, what is going to be the tyre strategy? Is it going to be an easy setup, or is it going to be difficult? It's going to be easy. It's going to be a one-stop. It's going to be We're going to have very high tyre wear, which is to be expected. Of course, as we progress through the season, we are going to get better tyre wear. That is something I'm going to be working on as well, so we can do better stints anyway. But we're going to do the formation lap. I've actually kind of enjoyed doing the formation lap. But let's see if I can do better than I did last time. I got to turn 1 and 2, and I spun it. Spoiler alert, if you want to, go back and watch Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and look at the formation lap. Never done that again. But so far, can we get past turn 1 on the formation lap? We do, and turn 2. So you know what? It's already going better than it is. No, let's end the video here. Thank you for watching. Oh dear me. But no, I'm happy with that. I'm really, really happy with just how the game feels now. Like I say, the setups make a whole lot of difference, and I have as well been followed by sim racing setup as well, which is awesome to see. Oh dear me. But anyway, line up to the grid. Can we get purple? We do. Oh, it's gonna be a good day today. But here we go then. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And lights out and away we go for the Australian Grand Prix. And look at that. George Russell gets an amazing start off the line. We get an okay start as well. We're up to still P13, should I say. As we're coming barreling down into turn 1. No incidents as of yet. Although I have noticed that there has not been a safety car or any retirement so far this season. Have I jinxed it? That's where to find out. Going into turn 3 or 4, whatever this is, down the inside of Albon. We couldn't get them moved on as we get put on the grass a little bit. We have to go wide. We almost lose the back end, almost go into the side of Guan Yu Zhou, but thankfully he got out of the way just in time as we come through the new Sector 2, where it's faster. And you know what? I actually quite like it. I like the new track layout. I like how it's been widened in certain areas. Just makes it more flowing, more enjoyable to drive. Although I do miss that little bit in the middle of the track. But anyway, coming down to the fast left right hander. Of course, new handling model gives you more grip. You can take some more speed through it. You can go across the curves a bit more, which is always good. But nevertheless, you're doing all right. Sure, okay, yeah, you know what? We lost 1 position at the start. But like I say, qualifying P13 was just unexpected. The fact that we've managed to do it is actually pretty damn cool, as we're going to come across the final few corners to finish off the first lap. I'm going to make sure as well that all my videos, all the episodes are under 30 minutes long. This one at the moment is 28 minutes and 25 seconds. Give or take a couple of seconds, depends on how YouTube wants to do it. Anyway, end of lap 1 for Verstappen, leads Leclerc and Russell. They are the top 3. We are coming in P14. Like I say, very, very, very respectable. And now we can either try and push on to get Zhou, or we can just, relax and take it easy. However, this is Formula 1. We don't take things easy. We are going to try and push. But at the same time, we have to make sure that our tyres don't die on us. Otherwise, that would be a bad idea. So anyway, a couple of laps later, we do have Esteban Ocon right behind us, which is never a good sign for our drivers to be right behind us, as we technically would have got in trouble with the stewards if I put strict corner cutting on, which I might do eventually. Because I am thinking about coming out retirement and redoing league racing once everything's been sorted, because I like it. Anyway, Ocon, he gets past us. That's not fun. But it was to be expected. I was expecting people to be a lot quicker than us. But are we going to look for a move, actually? We're going to go around the outside. No, we're not. Not just yet. We're going to go for switch. No, we're not. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. But next lap, we've got Esteban Ocon in our sights again. And we've got DRS now. Are we going to make a move into this fast left-hander? This left-right chicane? Not just yet, but we're on the back of him. We've got a good exit. Very good exit. So here we go. Are we going to line up a move? We're going to fake to the outside. No, we are going to go down around the inside. And we just take that nicely. That's all we had to do. Very, very nice. That is us into P14 again. Like I say, eventually, I won't be surprised if we start falling down the grid due to cars being a lot faster than us. Also as well, the setup, like I say, can really help or hinder you. It depends on your driving technique. And for me, whilst a bit slower in the straights, in the corners it'll be fine. But anyway, Esteban Ocon is still with us, so you had a nice long take. But now Esteban Ocon's going to go down our inside. And we're going to go side by side through 2 corners. We give him a little bit of a squeeze, but not enough to cause any damage. And I had to show that replay just to show the precision driving for both of us as I then hit the grass on the inside. But that's okay. But anyway, we're going to still be under pressure from those behind us. You can see like just how quickly they'll... yeah, here we go, round the outside. We just keep it going in the middle. And yeah, like I say, you can just see just how much speed that the cars have. As Zarkon going to go down the inside, he is. But we just about cover that off. So, going on to lap 7, we are still in P14. But now this is where the pace of the other cars are going to start being just a lot better, basically. Unfortunately, as well, we don't exactly have great tyre wear at the moment. The tyres are a bit worn. We're going to look down the inside. No, going to go around the outside. Ooh, that could have ended badly if I didn't stop the car in time. But it is absolutely fine. Anyway, gonna come around and find a few corners. Are we going to hopefully look for a move on him as we hit the grass? And that's just like me trying to push too much. As then we started getting a bit of a tank slap, and it's like, yeah, maybe it's going to be time soon to come into the pit. But it's just one of them things, you know, you got to try and deal with the tyre wear. On to lap 12 then. In fact, I think this is the lap we do eventually come in as well. But you can see that we're trying to defend from the likes of Gasly and Ocon. Ocon, I don't actually know. I think Ocon might have pitted or something, or had damage. I don't know. Can't really remember. I did cut out quite a bit of stuff. Even some of the overtakes that I made or the AI made, they are going to get cut out. I'll just show like the main talking points. But anyway, into the pits we go then. Pitting from P14. And unfortunately, the front right tyre took a while to take off, and it was a slow pit stop on our end. And yeah, that's not good. Obviously, we wanted to have a decent pit stop to then maybe push on and get further ahead of everyone else. But it wasn't to be the case, which is super, super unfortunate. But like I say, it's just one of them things that happens in Formula One. But onto lap 15, I think that is. You can see now we're on the back of the Hasses. And we've got, you know, I'm enjoying these battles with the AI. Like, the AI are just so much more improved. And it's just refreshing. It really is. Like, they don't make too many. They'll still make mistakes, but not mistakes as in, like, they'll crash into you all the time. But as we get a nice little drift on there, you know, and yeah, I was really happy with that. But anyway, Kevin Magnussen right behind us. He's going to look for an overtake. We're not going to use ERS just yet, but we've managed just to cut him off just about in time. And now then, we are going to stay ahead, I believe, of him for lap 16. So I was happy with that. Halfway through lap 18, though, it was kind of, what's the word? Elementary, that's it. It was elementary that eventually he'd get past us. And not only was it Magnussen, it was also Daniel Ricciardo as well. So I had to just like sit behind him for a bit. And then I was like, oh, could I get the overtake here? But as you can see, our ERS is a bit low. So that's a big no on my end. I'm almost going to the back of him as well. But one of the things, as you see here now, we are nicely charged up. And we are going to use some ERS, but not all of it just yet. As we're going to look for a move around the outside of the chicane. Are we going to make it stick? We are. It's nice and clean. There we go. Thank you very much. And now, Kevin Magnussen. Are we going to look? We're going to fake to the inside. We're going to go around to the outside. We're going to put him under pressure. We're going to look for the switchback. Couldn't get the traction. So we're going to have to give it some time. But are we going to be able to get him soon? On to lap 23 we go. Through the car park section. Now we're going to go to this fast right-hander. Of course, with DRS, we will be super, super quick in a straight line. As you can see, we've got plenty of ERS at the same time as well. So here we go. DRS will be open now. And here we go. Are we going to make a move on the Haas driver? into the chicane. We're going to go to the inside, and as you like, nice and simple, we make the overtake stick. That is up into P17, which I'm very, very happy with. Of course, compared to where we finished before, this is actually an improvement, even though the car has not improved whatsoever just yet. But coming up to the final lap, as you can see, I pulled out a bit of a gap to everyone. Our tyres are starting to get worn. But it's just one of those things. And, you know, it's fine. I wasn't expecting to get points anytime soon. So I'm hoping eventually we can. Maybe Monaco could be something I try and do. Obviously, I have a tactic in mind for Monaco, but it's a case of, will it actually work? I don't know. But on to the final lap then. We're going to go into hot lap mode, if I remember rightly, down into turn 1. Take that nicely. Turn 2. DRS would be open if I had it, but I don't, so no DRS just yet. Into turn 3, going into the car park area, and everything seems to be okay as you hit the grass a bit, and we get a little bit of a slide going, you know. It's so easy though to do a drift this year. I quite like it, especially if you can hold it. But yeah, nevertheless. Onto the new Sector 2, of course, so it's not exactly new anymore. It's been like this for a few years now. It's kind of crazy how fast time flies. And of course, it's better racing between cars, and you know what? It does. Australia's always been a fun track to watch at. As we go on to the gravel there, it's not exactly what we want. But nevertheless, though, it's a very fun drive today. We are going to, barring any mishaps now, we are going to finish in a very respectable P17. Of course, you know, was I expecting us to get points, like I say? No. But are we going to get points hopefully by the end of the season? Well, if the glitches still happen with the rain, then most likely. But we're going to come across the line, and we are going to finish in a very respectable P17.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory.
And they led every single lap of the race. It was a light to flag victory, and that is total dominance.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
And that is going to do it for the end of the race. As you probably tell, I am now doing post commentary. It just makes everything a bit easier, and then I can show you the full highlights afterwards without talking over more big part of it. But anyway, in the first place, and it is Max Verstappen. He wins the Australian Grand Prix with George Russell, and second, Lewis Hamilton in third. Sainz finishes in fourth with his teammate Charles Leclerc. Fifth, Lando Norris P6, Sergio Perez P7. Alonso in 8th, 9th, Piastri, and Alexander Arnold? Nope, Alexander Albon, sorry. We finish in a very respectable P17, of course, we did start P13, but I'm still happy with that. We wasn't towards back of the grid. Jack Doohan, though, does finish in P21. Going to the Drivers' Championship, then, we do have Mr. Max Verstappen leading the championship after the third round of the season. Of course, still 20 races to go, so a long, long season. He's ahead by 17 points ahead of Charles Leclerc with Carlos Sainz in P3. We have no points. We've got no points at the moment. That's fine, who cares? I do. Just 1 point. Going though to the constructors, it is a Red Bull starting to pull out a lead. 10 points to Ferrari. Mercedes 39 points away from Red Bull. And then McLaren are in 4th. We are currently set in 10th, but 1 point can see us climb all the way up to 8th. 2 points will see us climb up to 7th. Ahead of Williams' next race. That's going to do it then for today's episode, but thank you very much for watching. It has been a fantastic day. I probably would have mentioned it in qualifying, but I'm going to mention it again just because I was followed by sim racing setups, and it was the best feeling ever. I looked at the phone, I saw the notification pop up, I was like, this is the best thing ever. Like I say, without them, I wouldn't have got 3rd place in the ALR, and I wouldn't be enjoying this game at the moment. Of course, with the new handling model, yeah, I'll have to do the setups. Maybe, I don't know. At the same time, I might not need to. But that's wait and see. But now, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next race. Formula 1 2024. I see you. See ya.